Right, here in downtown Wagga at Mataranka Park, Denis Howe joins me. Hello, Denis.
Okay, Paul. How you going?
Very, very well, mate. Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's a bit warm, isn't it?
It is a little bit as well. Yearling sales comes around very, very quickly, doesn't it? It seems to be upon us before we know it.
Yeah, it does, but I don't know. We look forward to it, so that's good.
7 yearlings going this year to Nutrien at Warwick Farm, which is on the 8th to the 10th of March. Miracle Mile night in the middle. It's becoming a bit of a regular. It's a good little carnival to look forward to, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We tend not to go to the races, to be quite honest, because it's a pretty full weekend. Unless you got something that you might have bred or something out there, we might go out and have a look. But yeah, she's pretty full on by the time you get them down there and that. Yeah. I know a lot of people do and they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Good luck to them, but
I think that's one of the unique things about it, though. You can do that, or you can stay back and watch them.
Yeah.
A heap of people go back to a couple of the pubs and sit back there and watch them and enjoy them with other like-minded people, so it's a lot easier.
I can remember maybe year before last at the pub at Warwick Farm, there was a hell of a crew there watched the derby that night. It was great. It was a good night there, yeah. And you're 5 minutes from bed.
Yep, a bit of fun and it'll be had. And we must make mention, so the yearling parade will be on the 8th. We'll touch on your yearlings in a sec, but there'll be a parade on the 8th. The 9th, which is Miracle Mile Day, and the rest. We want to make sure people come there and inspect. That's the beauty of this day, is that people will be able to get there and inspect these horses and be a part of what these horses are as well, and then still get back in plenty of time the next day for the sales before it starts, which I think is going to start at 12 o'clock. I will confirm that because it's not there on the front page, but pretty important part, that part. And it is important for people to go there and have a look at these horses, isn't it?
Yeah, to be quite honest, most people look, if they buy a horse, they mostly look at them a couple of times. I find, very rarely do you get someone just look at the horse once and buy it. They mostly come back. We all like to just check things, don't we? But I reckon Saturday's a good day to look at them because it's a pretty cruisy day. Fridays, the horses are mostly, say in our situation, they would have left here at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock, 5-hour trip down there, and sometimes they can be a little bit agitated, but I reckon by Saturday they're pretty good. I reckon Saturday's a good day to go and have a look, and it's normally not that busy, I reckon Saturday's a good day to look, and then maybe if they're interested, they can have a look again Sunday morning before the sale.
Yep, or halfway through the day, sneak out and have another look, because it can be a long days and go from there. It's a family affair. Yourself, the girls, Joe, everyone gets into it. You really do enjoy it, don't you?
Yeah, it's good. Matt he misses out a little bit. He's in Sydney at uni, so he stayed down there January at work, and so he loves horses. But the girls, it is like this year, the girls would have done 9% of the work, I'd say. The yearlings, they probably should be here talking, but
they took off very quick when we were going to do the interview.
They sense the camera, don't worry. But no, they do a lot of work, and Jo does too. She does all the waters. I don't think I've done a water this year. She just does them. She goes down of a morning, when the girls are putting them on the walker. I'll give them a hand on weekends and that, but we're just a little bit busy in town with work and that, so they do them most of the time. I do them on weekends and that sort of stuff. But without them, I couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. Yeah,
and I think I like that part, that it is a family invested, and took a few photos, a couple of them, and that, not the official photos, but everyone's there, making sure they stand, taking pride in the work, and that's an important part too. Yeah,
they love the horses. They really do. Like I said the other day, on last Saturday, I did put them through myself, and Joe did them with me, and put them through the walker, and they really behaved themselves. And I said to the girls, "Gee, the horses behave themselves," and they said, "Yeah, well, why wouldn't they?" But if you do look at them, like when the foals are on the mares and that, sometimes I'll get home and I look down the paddock, and the girls will be standing in the middle of the paddock with 5 mares around them with foals all over them. I think it does help that way. The horses are used to the girls, and they're a great help. They really are.
You've got a little bit of everything when you actually think about it. You've got 4 colts and 3 fillies.
Yep.
You've got one of each. You've got American Ideal, the ill-fated, unfortunately, colt and a filly.
Yep.
You've got a Sweet Lou colt and a filly, and an Always Be Mickey colt and a filly, and then you've got a Fear the Dragon colt. So it's quite unique, your draft. It's easy for me to remember them, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
You hadn't thought about it that way, had you?
I sort of hadn't worked that out, no. But, Yeah, we're pretty happy with what we've got this year. There's some nice horses there, I reckon.
The two American Ideals, they're probably thrown to Dad, to be fair to say. They're not flashy. American Ideal was never a flashy sort of horse, but he's been a champion sire and now, unfortunately, no longer with us. But, they both turned out lovely horses, what I've seen so far of them both.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, the Colt, he's probably similar to Ideal, I'd say. The Colt,
He is actually, same colour.
Sort of more stocky. The filly's probably a little bit more athletic, I'd say, but she's a real nice filly. She's current too, because the full brother to her, the 3-year-old, he won at Melton first start. Andy Gath's got him. He's called Axon D's. He won down in Melton last week. Went nice first start. So that's a good sign. That helps, Yep,
definitely does. You always be Mickey's, the filly. You talk about athletic and she was the first one you pulled out of the box for me, and she's got a bit of wow factor about her, hasn't she? That filly. Yeah,
she's a big athletic filly, and she's. But in saying she's big, she's not ridiculous. She's a well put together filly.
Yep.
She's got a big long barrel, and she just looks like a horse. She gets out, she carries herself well, and everything. The mother's a half to Tin. So
it's a lovely family deep down.
It's a good filly, yeah, and there's some nice fillies in the family. So she's a nice type. The Colt, I like him too. He's a nice athletic fella. He's got some pretty good relations. Like I think Jared Olsen's. Jared's got My Ultimate Snowy, who looks as if he's got his fair share of ability.
Yep.
She's had a couple of nice winners, that mare. So but he's a real 2-year-old type, that fella.
That's what I was going to say. That's what he looks like. Yeah. You take him home, break him in, get him ready for 1st of January sort of thing.
And a lovely horse. He's a horse that was just a little bit edgy sort of when he came into the box, but once he's got confidence in us, he's just grown, and he's a lovely filly now to do anything with. Colt, sorry. He's real nice. Yeah.
You Fear the Dragon horse. Fear the Dragon's done a good job. People know what they're getting when they get the Fear the Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we bred that bloke. He's very late foal, that fella. I think he was January, some stage in January. We tried breeding the mare to a stallion 3 times, frozen, and just kept missing. And in the end, Uni here just convinced me there was nothing wrong with the mare. It was, obviously, we must have just got a dud lot of semen or something, so we couldn't get any chilled semen or anything anywhere. So I just said, look, we'll roll the dice, we'll have one crack. And they said Fear the Dragon was really potent, and they had some semen there, so we put it in, flushed an embryo, and we got him. So, but I like him. He's a real racy horse. He's not a big horse, but he's a real racy looking.
And he is a late foal. We've got to make sure people
very
aware.
Late, yeah. So
it's a pretty important thing for him as well. I've left the two Sweet Loos. I've left them to last on purpose. I want to talk about the filly probably last, but the Colt. Well, he's a looker, isn't he? He's dark. He's going to attract a lot of attention, just people walking past and seeing him.
Yeah.
He's a lovely type.
Yeah, he's a nice colt. It's funny, how they grow. Like I was talking to you about it down there. Like he was in the paddock, and he was always the biggest colt we had, but he wasn't ridiculous. But he's since he's come into work, he's just grown and grown and grown. And whilst he's a fair-sized horse, he carries himself well, and he's not a big lump of a horse. Like he's athletic looking, but he's certainly got a presence about him, and just a lovely horse. Like he's just a beautiful natured horse, Just enough rev there if he will rev up occasionally, but if a filly's playing up or something, but otherwise he's just a real gentleman. He's a ripper,
He's
like
a half to Small-T's, so
he's a full to Small-T's.
Full, sorry, yeah.
So
and he just keeps getting better and better, doesn't he?
Well, he can run. He's had a few problems on the way through, but it looks as if they might have sorted him out a bit again. He won at Goulburn the other day in 53. I think he's in at Newcastle this weekend. I think, but. He's back winning races. This is a nice colt. He'd be as nice a colt as we've ever had, I reckon.
And then the filly, I was pretty excited. When I saw it, it's one of the crosses we talked about. Sweet Lou, we talked about horses like Cannibal and Confederate this year, both out of Rock and Roll Dance mares. There is another stallion over there, whose names escape me in a minute. He's out of a Rock and Roll Hanover. Of course, Rock and Roll Hanover is the sire of Rock and Roll Dance.
Yep.
You've got a Sweet Lou filly that's out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare as well.
Yep.
That cross, that's going to get a few people, and you've said you've already had a couple of people inquiring purely off the fact of that cross.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. We had a phone call from one lot about her, wanting some photos of her just purely. Well, in the course of the conversation, they come out with that, what you just said, you know, which we knew, and that was why they sort of wanted photos of her. So hopefully that's a good thing. She's a nice filly. She certainly catches your eye. She's got a white blaze, a couple of white socks, and a good body, you know, filly. So yeah.
Just, do you like crosses when there's a proven cross like that? When I say proven, it's probably a small sprinkling of it in America, but you can't deny, doesn't matter whether you like Confederate or you like Cannibal. I mean, just the job that Sweet Lou over those mares has done this year in America. Do you like it when those crosses work, and does that entice you to try them? Yeah.
We bought a rock and roll dance mare this year, and we served her to Sweet Lou.
Purely off the back of that?
Well, it was one of the reasons, yeah. She was out of a good family, and when we got her, and then Confederate started doing what he was doing, and the other horse did too, we went, well, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? I don't know. Some people put a lot of work into their crosses, and I more go on. Yeah, I look at America a fair bit, just percentages, and I think if it's worked in America, it'll work here. A lot of people don't think that, but anyway.
Well, you wouldn't have necessarily known about that cross at the time in America when you bred this
Not when we bred this one.
No. So just the way it can work out sometimes.
Just the way we matched her up, and we just thought it matched up pretty good. But
that's one of the joys of Sweet Louis, is a massive outcross anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you could take him anywhere, couldn't you? Really?
Yep.
Yeah. You really could. But I think it had. Yeah. There was a definite reason why we did it.
Yep.
Yeah, there was something there.
And it might have been that cross because it does look good, or it's a complete outcross. But yeah.
But anyway.
It's exciting. You've also got one colt going to Melbourne. You've got two horses going to Bathurst as well. So we've got a few others that we're going to preview. We'll do some videos about a month's time, roughly. 3 weeks to a month's time, we'll be doing some videos and get that footage out there then. But if anyone wants to get in touch with you guys, Wagga Track's just there, especially any of the locals and things like that, give you a bell.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, anybody wants, just come and give us a call and we can have a look. Yeah, we've got two to Melbourne, yeah.
Oh, two to Melbourne, sorry.
Aunt May's a filly in the Rock and Roll Heaven colt. And then we got two to Bathurst, yeah.
Yep.
We got one and the kids have got one. So, so yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, and then it'll be over before you know it. So, well, it won't be because April's there, but then you'll have to look forward to next year and see how you go from there, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I was only saying to Joe, I think it was Joe yesterday, you know, like, I don't know how I give full credit to trainers who do it 12 months of the year, getting up every morning and doing their horses, because, yeah, three months, about 12 weeks we're stretching out this year because we're doing the 3 sales. But, usually it does wear a bit thin after a while, but anyway, we look forward to it because we enjoy the horses, so it's good.
Probably by the time, leading into Christmas, you're probably thinking, they're going to be in soon, You're chomping at the bit.
You do, yeah. Well, yeah, but you do. You're sort of getting them in and handling them a bit and whatnot, getting them ready, giving their little prep before, and, you know. It helps if you like your horses, you know.
We're going to sit down a bit later on, probably through the winter months, and have a good chat about it. But your health, for a few people, but your health's on the mend. Everything looks to be travelling in the right direction for you. People will be wondering. Yeah.
We had a bit of treatment again back before Christmas. Did 8 weeks in Canberra, and which the girls were enormous through that period. But yeah, we're sort of at this stage we're pointing in the right direction. You can only be guided by what the specialists say, but yeah, we're sort of, they seem to think we're heading in the right direction, so just time to tell. It's just a waiting game, isn't it? Like, nothing happens in a hurry when you're dealing with that, you know, like, and but anyway, we're getting through it, and you just deal with what's in front of you.
Yep, exactly, which is yearling sales.
That's right.
February 8th to, March 8 to 10. I keep getting that February thrown into the wrong way. The February 10 sales is the Sunshine Stars, which is on. Make sure you pre-register for any of these sales. Get in touch with Mark Barton, Gemma Smallman, and the team. The logos will be there on the bottom as well. Mate, thank you. Thanks. Forward to doing the videos. We'll be doing a few more catch-ups as well. The videos will go up as they go along, and I really appreciate your continued support of me, as much as I love looking after you guys as well, so it works both ways. So thank you very much, mate, and look forward to it.
No worries. Thanks, Paul. Looking forward to it. We definitely are. It'll be exciting times, I reckon.
Thank you, mate.